Hey, I'm explaining the golf club again. Time to time, I got to do that. There's no fake player stuff. It ain't about that, you know. I do be on the golf course sometimes, not a whole lot. I need to be on there more, but that's why I have it, because it reminds me of two things: time and money.
Time and money.
So when you see someone on the golf course, they got generally them two things in order: time and money. So that's what it is. It's a prop to help me stay focused and remember. You know, a lot of you, I tried to put it down one time, and I got calls as far as from Jamaica. Hey, keep it up. So I got to stay with it, you know. Y'all want to know who's coming on right now. I said at the onset of the show, you got a consuming professional, man, as far as sports journalism is concerned, right with us tonight. A good friend of the Playa T, That's Me show. We sat with him before. We're going to pick his mind again. Mr. Branson Wright. Oh! Thank you, bro. Oh! Apparently Cleveland do too. Apparently, you know, apparently. I don't know. Playa T, That's Me show, Fred G, and then we doing it big in Cleveland. Got Mr. Branson Wright. How you doing, sir?
I'm good, man. I appreciate you calling me.
Oh man, you know I had to reach out. First of all, I wasn't digging the fact with the Raiders back in the day, so I had to call you, put you on the spot. That's why I really did.
Well, the Raiders are horrible, so it's not easy being a Raider fan.
Right, not even easy being a Browns fan.
In fact, they're worse than the Browns, so you know that's bad.
Well, they got your boy. They got the one quarterback though, Jamarcus Russell though. That's a lot of promise. Yes. Jamarcus Russell.
Jamarcus Russell, fat and running back. It's a lot of promise, but
right.
One thing about Al Davis, he used to be a great football mind.
Right.
And I don't want to hate on our older or our senior citizens, but
you think he kind of transmission is a little bit slipping right now.
Yes, sometimes it's time to retire, to go off in the sunset and relax a little bit and think about the good old days. Right. But as long as Al's there, right. Raiders gonna always have some problems.
Let me ask you a question now, since we're talking about football, you know. And you got a lot of strong opinions about the Cleveland Browns, being that you're a sports column writer and everything. Do you get any flack from the team when you kind of rub or wrinkle their feathers?
No flack. No flack for the team. For the past 7 years, I covered the Cavaliers.
Okay.
And I never.
Likewise with them too.
Yeah, and I never really had many problems. And as I would always talk to them, if there was an article that they didn't agree with, I would ask them one question. Was it the truth? And if it was the truth, then there shouldn't be any issue.
Right.
And also sometime if it was an article that may ruffle a few feathers, I had relationships at least with some of the guys that I would give them a heads up. Say, hey, man, you know, this went down. I'll give you a great example. What was it, last year with Washington? And the rat feud, the feud with LeBron and Deshaun Stevenson and the Soldier Boy thing.
Right.
And Damon Jones is at a party in D.C., and he grabs the mic and he starts rapping about Deshaun and putting him down and doing this kind of stuff.
Right.
And a few people that I know were there, and they witnessed it, and they told me about it. So I said, hey, Damon, you know, this is what I heard went down from some reliable sources,
right.
And I'm going with it.
Right.
Do you have a response?
Right.
Oh, no, I wasn't there. That wasn't me. Damon, no, these people saw you.
Right.
They saw you were there. You were there.
Right.
So I said, I'm going to write this, but I'm going to give you an opportunity to respond. You know, we're cool, but I'm just letting you know.
Right.
Now, he wasn't happy. It ran in the paper. He wasn't happy. But as long as it's the truth,
right.
Then they may be mad at you for a minute.
Yeah.
But, you know, you can't challenge the truth. Or what's the quote?
Have you ever been approached like by the front office, maybe even Danny Ferry, and you know they try to chomp you at the bit or head you along with a story, have come to you and put something in your ear, not necessarily telling you to put it out there, but kind of give you a hint or something.
Trying
like
to persuade me or something like that. Yeah. I think the one thing about my career, since 1990, I've been a writer.
Wow.
And the one thing I've always tried to do is to be fair,
Right.
to write the truth. We can have a conversation. You may not like what I write,
Right.
and I'm not trying to make a name by being negative.
Okay.
But don't try to trick me. Don't try to persuade me to do something.
Right.
Maybe you can ask,
Right.
Branson, how about this? We think this is a good article.
Right.
But don't try to make me a PR firm. That's what your
Right.
PR people are for.
Right.
So don't try to trick me. But for the most part, I've always had a good relationship with whoever I covered. And I think it's always best instead of having an adversarial type of relationship.
Right. Does a fondness for the team, the front office, does that carry a lot of weight? How important is that for a column writer such as yourself?
To be a fan of the team,
right.
I think that's sometimes the worst thing. To be a fan. You have to be a professional. Well,
Right.
for instance, if I covered the Raiders, if I was the beat writer for the Raiders,
Right.
I don't think it would be justice to the readers on how I would cover them.
Right.
Because I'm going to try to do all the best for the Raiders.
Right.
And, yeah, they're getting smashed. They're losing 10, 8 games in a row and getting slaughtered.
Right.
And I probably would try to find a silver lining every time throughout it. And that's not your job as a reporter. It's to tell the truth. Again, you're not out to kill anybody,
Right.
but you just want to tell the truth.
Right.
This is how I see it. And this is how it is.
Right.
Because if sometimes you get too close, then that's when the organization can persuade you to do some things in their favor.
So have known to yourself, have you ever said anything that you feel the organization might have picked up on and actually might not have did what you said verbatim or word for word, but might even ran with the advice that you may even said in the paper? And I'm pretty sure that's a sentiment not of just you, but of a lot of fans of basketball and fans of the Cleveland sports teams. But have you ever picked up on that? Like, figure like, hey, I said that in the paper and they're doing it.
I'm not that smart. I would think as the GM and coach that they, that's their job.
Right.
Sometimes you can pick up on some things on a certain player or something like that, and you might write about it, and they may, okay, yeah, he may be right, but for the most part, I don't think I'm that persuasive,
Right.
for them to change or to do anything that they would normally do.